What's up, everyone? Welcome back to an episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 210. We are back with an absolutely incredible preview to UFC Noche this weekend. I mean, the card itself is dog shit, but we're going to give you an incredible preview. You know what I mean?
Hopefully.
Kate, don't you're not looking too much like you're ready to put out something great, you know? We got the third annual UFC Noche event.
And they shouldn't have.
Yeah, they
really shouldn't have.
It's like they say, third time's the charm, and this is the one that it's the charm to end it. You know what I mean? Like they should be done. This is easily the worst one of them all. This is the first one without a title fight. This is the first one that there's really one fight on the card that is like big and meaningful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of that, like
one and a half.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Except the other one isn't on the main card. So.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's pretty rough. But before we get into like and subscribe, don't forget to do that. I don't even remember if I said that. I don't even know. But let's go.
Noche. Great main event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Main event, pretty damn fucking awesome. Diego Lopes, Silva. When that got announced, we knew it was gonna be a banger. We knew it was gonna be. It's fucking hype.
Yeah, you're such a fucking bitch, bro.
Fraud. Yep.
Had to say it. Sorry.
I mean,
like we knew this. It's obviously not a shock. It's not new information. Bro almost got cut because of it. Ruins Beat's career because of it. You know, we know this. But how are you gonna be on a press conference and be talking so much shit?
Yeah.
To this guy, and then there is a perfect opportunity as a Mexican fighter to headline UFC Noche against this guy that you are beefing with.
Oh, fake Mexican or fake Brazilian, whatever. Like, yeah.
And then you're gonna say no because you'd rather fight him in the streets when you're literally paid to fight professional fighter.
That is such a dumb thing to say.
Bro knows he's gonna get beat up. He's gonna get an L on his record and jump him. Anyway. That had to be put out.
And
there.
we could have had.
But this is a great alternative.
No, it's a good alternative. And besides, like they could have co-main evented with Jean Silva potentially fighting someone else, potentially a Movzar, potentially someone else entirely. But no, you gave up a number one contendership fight to just not have a fight now.
He wants to be a real man, fight in the streets.
Yeah.
There ain't no rules in the streets.
Like, I don't understand his logic because he's not going to be able to, like, fight for a title off his last win. He's going to need another one. He might as well have done it here, but no, I don't want to do that. So now you're going to have to fight, like, Sterling, who could be a tougher potential matchup for him, in all honesty, stylistically.
Yeah. Because that's where it's just like, like, logically, because why take a fight against someone that you're probably going to lose against? Like that, I definitely get it. Because it's like, obviously, it's like, well, we'll get into it with this one. It's like, where Diego's definitely basic on the feet. Yeah, you're just going to be way more dynamic, but it's like that difference in grappling is just so wild that like that's just easy ratings for Diego.
No, and I understand that, but like just from being on like a year's perspective, I get what you're saying. The only person in the top 5 that has a style that isn't like that is Lerone Murphy. Other than that, he'd be fighting Movzar or Sterling at that point. Both of them grapple heavy.
The only thing like possibly is that it's like Diego is like a better, like more vicious striker. Than, so it's like what he would have to worry about on the feet from Diego, like I feel like
outweighs the other two.
The MMA aspect in the grappling harder because there's more to worry about. Where it's like Movzar Aljo, it's like okay, I'm doing whatever and moving around until the takedown comes because that's what's gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get that. It's just like the other thing though is like I think like outside of like I think Diego might have just as good of takedowns as Sterling, but like Movzar's takedowns are just Habib-esque, where he's just going to take you down if he gets a hold of you anyway, so.
Yeah, but to this fight itself, Diego Lopes coming off of his title loss and his opportunity, taking on Alexander Volkanovski, John Silva is on his way up in the division. If he gets a win here, he'll obviously be next one up for Volkanovski. More than likely, Lauren gets the next one, but after that, this is gonna be so fun. How quickly do you think Diego Lopes goes to the grappling against John Silva?
Immediately.
I don't know about immediately, but immediately. It's gonna be the first round.
Yes, like, and that's kind of what I meant. That's why I was like, let me not say immediately, because I don't think it's gonna be like, yeah, the fight starts and within 10 seconds he's shooting or anything like that. Yeah. But I do think that there's gonna be flaws in his striking, and it's gonna be something that John Silva can capitalize on.
Yeah.
It's not like he goes out there on some Joshua Van shit or Max Holloway, you know what I mean? But he does have solid pressure, and he does throw big shots. That I think that Diego's gonna want to get it to the ground sooner than later.
Lands 4.87 strikes per minute. Diego absorbs 4.76 shots per minute. His defense is not good. It's 46%. So not that much higher at 56, but
I mean 10%. That's a pretty.
That's a pretty big difference. But like, and when we're talking about this type of defense, it's just not the biggest. We've seen some bigger ones that are insane.
No, but it's just that like his striking overall, like John Silva definitely just mixes it up, and he is just the better striker for sure. Yes. Diego has power, but he's very basic, and unless like his height and reach is like really throwing John Silva off, which I kind of doubt because he has been the smaller fighter in there before. It's not like this is something new to him,
Yeah.
Yep. I just don't see the striking being too big of a problem unless like he gets hit with something clean and Diego has that power,
Yeah.
But then even with the ground, like to the ground, it's like with John Silva being the smaller guy, it's like I feel like Diego's gonna have to like trip him, like throw him to the ground type shit.
And
I just wonder if he's gonna be able to, He's real strong, and like I believe he has the strength to do so. But like I'm just curious, like, how the exchanges go to actually get in there, because it's not like his takedowns are great. Or he has a very high accuracy in actually grabbing these takedowns, and John Silva's pretty solid with his grappling.
40% takedown accuracy against an 86% grappling takedown defense. Now, who has really been shooting on John Silva, like, to be fair on that one. But like, like that's going to be a big thing. And then like, thing is like, Diego Lopes has power. Guess what? So's John Silva, and we've seen that power translate up to 55 against Drew Dober, where he was knocking him around silly. So that's
I feel like if anything, like if comparing like power to chin, going into it, I favor Diego Lopes. I think like I feel like I would be more surprised if Diego lands on John, doesn't do shit, and John lands on Diego and hurts him, you know what I mean? Than like the other way around.
Really?
Yeah, like because it's just like I don't know, like we've just seen Diego like take like real big shots and just like never, like I don't know, it just doesn't really get like phased too much, you know what I mean? Like he's got like a great chin on him, where like John Silva, like I just feel like hasn't been tested as much, you know what I mean?
I mean, the only things I'll say to that, because obviously it's very just little information, but it's like John Silva has never been knocked out, and he did go to the third round with someone like Drew Dober, and he took that like a week after he had just fought Charles Jourdain. So it's like that was super short notice for him up a weight class against one of the hardest hitters at 155, one of the most like knockouts, just all of that. 8 clean shots, like he was fine, you know what I mean? Obviously, like Kevin Vallejos, we've seen a lot from, like, not a lot from him, but like we know that he has good striking, he has clean striking, he has big power. Went to the decision with him, wasn't able to get him out of there because he's tough as shit too. But clearly, you know what I mean? As to where like earlier in his career, it's been a while since we've seen, like, since Diego's been hurt or anything like that, but he has been knocked out before, so it's just like those little key things where I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I know that Diego got big power, but at the same time, it's like we've never seen John Silva hurt and have no knowledge of him being hurt, where we've never seen Diego hurt, but we can see that he's been finished a couple times,
That's fair.
And like low-key, other than like someone like Dan Ige, I think that John Silva definitely fought the harder hitter with like Drew Dober and Kevin in there than Volk or Ortega, or you know what I mean? Like,
No, that's definitely fair. but the striking's definitely gonna be interesting because it's like, yeah, just obviously Diego, much more basic, but just at like this point has fought like just overall better competition in the UFC, and then just like you said like earlier, the size and reach advantage. Like I want to see how much that's able to play a factor, and it just one of those things too of like obviously we've been talking about it and we've seen the struggles with his camps and like his camp specifically and Alex Grasso, all of them and like what they have been showing. But it's like he took an extremely thorough technical loss to Volkanovski. Very interested to see what he picked up from that fight and what he has improved on to take into this one.
Because this is also John Silva's first 5-round fight too.
Yeah. Yes. And it's like with the, it's like Diego didn't like, he didn't gas, like he fought like very well in the way to like maintain himself to go over 5, but it just was just very technically ill-equipped to handle someone like Volkanovski, Right. So that's where it's like, I wonder what he looked at, what the problems were in that, what he can improve on, and what he's actually going to be taking into this fight, because it's like, it just obviously Jean Silva has not had anything like that, to give him that kind of like reset recalculation. And then it's just, like just have seen that it's like, obviously this year, like after last week, all the fighting nerds other than Jean Silva have now taken a loss inside of the UFC. So it's like, it's been the biggest step up for everyone, for sure. Obviously, and it's like to varying degrees, but it's like this is easily the biggest step up for Jean Silva, going from fucking Bryce Mitchell, who after that fight ended up going down a weight class, to now taking on Diego Lopes, who just fought for the title. Totally different fucking animals you're in there against. I'm really interested to see how his skill set like translates to the top of the division.
Yeah, everything I was saying was John. It's not like, oh, he's gonna win. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely just curious about it, because it's like, it's just everything about it just makes the fight interesting, and especially the loss to Volk, because it's like, how do you come back from that?
Yeah.
Did you actually figure out what was wrong and what you need to work on, or are you going to show up exactly the same and we're going to be disappointed? Like, well, I guess this is what we get,
Yeah.
No, yeah, and that's definitely Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, just and with like watching like Rufy and just like the grappling stuff too. Obviously, Jean Silva has way better takedown defense. Just wonder what his skills actually do look like if he's on his back, gets taken down, and now has to work through positions.
For sure.
So it's like, Diego, like we said, doesn't have like great takedowns, but if he is able to get him down, I wonder how dominant those positions could end up being.
Yes, for sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say is it's definitely like the biggest step up he's had, because he's gone from Bryce Mitchell to Diego Lopes. Probably the reason for that again is because Jair didn't want to fight Diego Lopes.
Yeah.
And here, so it would have been interesting to see where he actually would have went after this if they had given him someone like an Arnold Allen or a Lerone Murphy, which would have also been very interesting tests.
Yeah, like Arnie would have been a way better medium ground to like actually see where he's at.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's a great fight between two Brazilian badasses, right? Wasn't there a guy recently that was he on like the Contender Series?
No, Tough, the Ultimate Fighter. You watched the first episode. It was yeah.
Either way, though.
I don't remember his name.
But yeah, this is I'm super excited for this fight. Great main event. Can't wait. Let's go.
Yeah.
And now the severe drop off. Bruh, like the co-main was already so questionable, because it was supposed to be Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. And like, if you know anything, Raul Rosas Jr. was about to get beat the fuck up. That's that. Like, unless he was able to prove his grappling like has improved, and he was so dominant and so good that he could really just hold him down and do whatever. It's like, I just so doubt it, because his last two performances in Arichi Lang and Vince Morales, he won because of his grappling, but he didn't fucking look good.
Yeah.
He was not about to look good or do anything to Rob Font.
Yeah.
But it got worse because Rosas withdrew, and now we have David Martinez, who is 1-0 in the UFC in our co-main event against, what is he, number 8? Number 9, Rob Font. Yeah. All of Dave, no, not all of them. He's 12-1. 10 of his wins coming by knockout. Most of them in the first round. The guy that's never been knocked out before. that's who he's. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
We're doing this because Rosas had to pull out, and they could not afford to lose Rob Font because no one else on this card is they feel is a good co-main event. So they're just like, well,
I know, but it's like, holy
go.
shit.
Yep. It's like, to your point, it's like, 12-1 David Martinez, it's like 1-0 in the UFC. Fighting the guy that was able to shut down 16-0 Jean Matsumoto, shut down 12-2 Kyler Phillips with probably like 6 UFC fights at that point, able to shut down Adrian Yanez at 6-3 on a real good fucking streak, riding all the momentum. Like, it's like, well, It's like, do you think that he's just like that old or something now because he went to a split with Jean Matsumoto in the last one, or like I don't know.
I was about to say this band is
just
only...
like you said, it's because Rosas pulled out. Like
this band is only out here losing to like vets because it's Pedro Munoz, Rafael Sunsao, Jose Aldo, Marlon Vera, Sandhagen, Figueiredo.
Yeah,
and not just vets, but like ranked contenders.
Yes,
like
all of these guys have been ranked.
You get vets Lineker as well. You feel me? Like whatever, but it's like like someone like Julian and Rosa is a way different vet than someone like Figgy.
Yes. Yeah. That's my point. Is he's only out here losing to like very good UFC vets, like not like good, like great UFC vets. Like, you know what I mean?
First round knockout Rafa.
It's entirely possible.
Jabs to oblivion.
Maybe, or just a fucking easy decision.
Yeah.
Just like that it just what are we doing here? Featured bout Jared Gordon taking on Rafa Garcia. This is definitely just two guys that have been in the division for a bit. Jared much older than Rafa, I'm pretty sure, right?
37 to 31.
Yeah, brother, one of them dudes.
I was just gonna
always fuck it because I didn't
think he was super old, but I had like 34 in my head.
Yeah, and because as I was about to introduce, I'm just like, oh, like two like older guys in the division, and I had the thought, I was like, no, Rafa's one of those guys that's younger, right? And so but absolutely crazy. It's just funny too. Jared 2 inches taller, but Rafa with a 2-inch reach advantage. Been around in the division for a while for both of them. Do you think that younger Rafa going to be able to get it done, or Jared just like better, more experienced vet?
Damn.
Obviously, this isn't the most meaningful fight at 155, but I do feel like it should be a fun scrap, though.
Honestly, I think it will be fun too.
I also think it's going to be fun. I'm actually surprised that the odds makers, I feel like, have it right with Jared Gordon being a favorite over Rafa. Rafa just has not looked good his last, 4. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about him. I feel like Jared should win this fight.
I get it. It's Jared overall has definitely fought like the better, tougher competition like throughout his UFC run, more UFC fights.
And like, don't let his last 5 in his record fool you. Like, he lost Paddy Pimblett. We all thought he won that fight. No contest with King Green. Knocks out Mark Madsen. Goes to a split with Nazareth, who I'm saying should be getting a chance in the top 15. And then beats Thiago Moises via first round knockout. Like, don't let like the look of back and forth fool you. You know?
Yeah, for sure. And he definitely puts out I feel like Jared Gordon has like definitely a consistently higher pace than like Garcia does, and that could easily be a big factor in this too, where Rafa's just not going to be able to hang with it.
Gordon lands 5.67 strikes per minute. Rafa lands 4.01.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I feel like Jared should be the favorite, probably is gonna win, but it's I wouldn't be surprised if Rafa's able to get it done and just age kind of catching up kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
No,
Just wonder when that is gonna catch up for Flash Gordon. But it's like, yeah, just definitely always been a very solid guy in the back, more or the middle half of like the lightweight division.
Yeah.
Let's go. That should be a good scrap. This was such a fucking wacky one, man. Like, so surprising. I mean, I guess I fucking get it because it's like Kelvin, it's just roughy magoof, you know what I mean? Like, shit has just not been working out for him for shit. He's taking on Dustin Stoltzfus in this one. He should fucking win this. Like,
he should
fucking win this.
Yeah. But Dustin Stoltzfus has been trading wins and losses since 21, and he's coming off of a loss.
I mean, yeah.
That has lost to such worse people than Kelvin Gastelum, though.
Yeah.
And his wins are nowhere near as good.
Yeah, that's so true. I'm not disagreeing.
I know.
But the patterns don't lie.
It is a scary pattern to see for our boy, honestly.
I honestly just don't think Kelvin loses to Stoltzfus. Like,
bro, he shouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't think Stoltzfus grappling is good enough to fuck Kelvin up like that. I don't think he has good enough striking to be able to do anything. So
I'm gonna hope that Gastelum goes out there and gets that first. So that would be the best way for this to happen.
With that being said, give me Stoltzfus by split decision.
Stoltzfus by sub, Kelvin by knockout. Judges take the day off.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I don't, bro. Fucking Dustin is 3-6 in the UFC.
It's so bad.
Yeah, he's about to be 4-6.
Bro, if Kelvin loses, this is such a such a fall from grace, man.
Yeah.
13-10, 1 no contest in the UFC. Yeah. He's lost a lot of good fighters.
Yeah. Joe Piper's worst loss. In terms of no, for Kelvin.
Probably.
I mean, Woodley, Magny, that's fine. Weidman in 2017. Yeah. Then Izzy, Till, Hermanson.
Yeah, that's easily. Cause I mean, it's like Sean Brady, #1 contender, Jared Cannonier, former title challenger, Whitaker, former champ, Jack Hermanson, top contender, Darren Till, former title challenger, Izzy champ, Weidman champ, Neil Magny, top guy, like ranked guy for a while, Woodley champ. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's Joe Piper is easily the only one. Like, he got to top 15 and shut down right away. You know, like it's
yeah.
So it's obviously it's getting progressively worse, but should still be good enough to beat Dustin.
I was about to say, I don't think he's gone on the downturn that much yet.
Yeah.
But
that would be telling if he did.
Oh, if he loses, like it's like, yeah, you might just want.
Yeah, he might get cut or something. I don't know, but he's still a decent name for people to be.
And he's still not even like he's only a month older than Dustin. Both 33.
Yeah. It's wild. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully Kelvin has a 40 favorite or so, depending on where you're getting him at. Done. Definitely needs to. Back at 155 though, motherfucking Alexander Hernandez back after his nasty knockout win not too long ago over our boy Chase Hooper.
Yeah, less than a month ago.
Yeah. Taking on Carlos Diego Ferreira here.
Yeah.
Do you think that this is good for keep that momentum, first round knockout win, go into this one, try to do and replicate same-ish thing, you know, just get it done quickly? Or do you think just the hype excitement of it, you know, trying to just go too quickly into a way different fighter, way different kind of test in CDF, you know what I mean, that it might be too much for him and he gonna get fucked up?
I think it might be good for him.
It could be both.
Yeah, it could go either way, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I feel like either of them could kind of go out there and knock each other out, or you know what I mean? Just they both can give each other a tough fight. But Carlos Diego Ferreira, it's like he's 40 years old.
Yeah.
But he's still been looking good, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, he lost the decision to Grant Dawson, but like, whatever. It's like, he is such a solid fighter, and he definitely has big power.
Yep.
But he could get knocked out. Like, I don't know, bro. I really don't know.
Yeah, no, because like people are like, oh well, if people are out here thinking like, oh well, he lost to Grant Dawson. Grant Dawson just isn't that good. It's like, motherfucker, he beat the dog shit out of Modestas Rebecca.
You either knock him out in 30 seconds or you lose.
Yeah, but people don't. But he's boring.
Yeah. But you know,
that's also like not true. But you know what? Whatever.
Look, I'm talking about people's perception of Grant Dawson.
Yes.
They're gonna look at that and be like, oh well, he lost to this guy who I don't think is that good. Da, da, da. Right before that, beat the fuck out of Mateus Rebecca.
Yeah.
Modestas Bukauskas.
Yeah. But yeah, that I kind of feel like this is going to be a classic Hernandez fight, honestly. I feel like he's going to go out there, put it on Carlos round one. He's going to look real great, but then he's probably going to get a little bit tired, and then Carlos Diego Ferreira is going to take over and probably get it done.
I could see it.
By sub.
I could see it.
Could definitely see it.
Yeah. Should be a good one, as long as that one lasts, though. Definitely would be good for Hernandez to be able to keep the wins going and actually improve to something in the division.
Bro, why did they make this a 6-fight main card?
Yeah, I don't know, because I wasn't even I didn't on the rundown didn't even write this next one on the main card because it was like I don't
blame
know, you know, fucking Santiago Luna 0-0 taking on Quang who's 1-2. I don't give a single fuck.
Yeah.
But the prelims though, more nothing.
Yeah,
we have Tatiana Suarez and Amanda Lemos in the prelims.
Buried in
there somewhere. That's it.
3 fights down from the top. Not even the prelim headliner.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prelim headliner.
We got Jose Medina above him. Jose Medina, whatever.
That is such a disrespectful thing.
Yeah, it is.
That is so disrespectful.
I think literally his fault for a title.
Like, are they trying to give Medina Dusko because they think Dusko he might be able to knock out Dusko? Do you think that's what's going on?
Out. I feel like that's what they did there. They know somebody's getting fucked up probably. Like that's
because Medina is.
That's the thing is, even though Medina only got knocked out for his first time against Atiba, he puts on sloppy, stupid fights.
Yeah.
And then there's fucking Dusko's 3-6. He's been knocked out 4 times in the UFC. All of his 3 wins are by knockout. So I'm sure they're just expecting a fun fight to close out the prelims.
Yep.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like, even though I'm not very high on Dusko, I don't think he is UFC level. I think Medina is 2 levels below that. In all honesty.
Yeah, I get it. No, yeah, I get it. Like
if Dusko is KSW, he's like regional, not even like shown on the internet type shit.
Yeah. Because it's like, Dusko obviously isn't great, at all, but it's like he does have big power and does get knockouts, so it's like, Medina is super tough, only knockout loss. The last one to Atiba, who I like, we think that's probably going to do something awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like Dusko still easily has it in him to go out there and knock out Medina. I would not be surprised if he just gets
Chin's been cracked, not impossible anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be just
it's like
cracked.
Yeah. That is just good old sloppy fun right there for sure. But Tatiana Suarez, Amanda Lemos.
Tatiana about to sub Amanda.
Yeah, like it's yeah, probably.
Or
if she can't get takedown, she gets fucked up on the feet and loses by decision or knockout. Yeah. So this will definitely be, I feel like, a good test to see, like, just after like the comeback, all the hype, everything. After a year off and like all that, like where are you actually at in this division? You know what I mean? Like just get a better, thorough examination of that. But let's go. Hopefully Tatiana could get it done. Kind kind of, I guess, it'd probably be better for the division if Lemos wins just because she's more active and will fight more.
I mean, shit, it was only 7 months ago that she fought for the title, so maybe Tatiana's getting a bit more active, you know?
Also, kind of half and half on like what would be technically better, in all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Lemos. Not every fight gonna be worrying about before or after like getting injured.
Yeah,
gonna have,
that's
you
fair.
know what I mean? Like,
no, I get what you're saying.
Always gonna worry about that with Suarez, no matter what.
No, yeah.
But other than that, what you guys excited for on the prelims? Would you want to bring up?
I think that Jesus Aguilar and Luis Garul is going to be a fun flyweight fight.
Yeah, that could be a fun flyweight fight.
Tell me some flyweights are on the prelims. I'm down for that.
But like both of them, like I feel like I remember them being just having fun fights, you know?
Yeah.
So should at least be good. Got more flyweights on there.
Yep. Costa versus Alding Korea.
Yeah.
Were you a flyweight and you land 1.73 strikes per minute?
Awful. Who that?
Jesus.
Grippler, that's why.
Yeah. I mean, 1.83 takedown average per 15.
Didn't say he was a good one.
Nope, 35% accuracy.
Yeah.
Almost 2 sometimes per 15, though. 1.8.
Nice.
But
yeah. You got a tough finale.
I was about to say, you got Zach Reese versus Cedricus, which could be fun. They both are not good middleweights, so they tend to just kind of throw shit out there.
And, okay. For a second, I was just like, wait a minute. I was like, is this Claudio Puez's first fight since fucking losing to Dan Hooker? But no, he did fight Farazian in February of 24.
Yeah. Which was still 2 years later.
Yeah.
It's
like a long ass time after that, and it's been a long ass time since. So yeah, he's coming back after a long layoff.
Another like year and a half layoff.
Yeah, we have the tough finale on here.
Yep. And then 170-pound tough finale. In the opener, so we'll see how that one goes and who gets a guaranteed shitty contract, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is UFC Noche. Obviously, it's incredible. So much hype and excitement. I'm sure they're gonna sell out and have a massive event and do record-breaking numbers.
Yeah.
You know what's better than Noche though?
What?
Some of this fight news, right?
Oh yeah.
Some of this fight news pretty good. We got some fight news to talk about. I know this first one, Kate's favorite.
I don't know why you even have this on here.
Goddamn happy they went back, huh?
I'm saying I don't even know why you have this on here. The fight's not going to happen.
Because it's obviously going to happen. Like I said earlier, third time's the charm. But this time in a good way.
Tell that to Tony and Habib.
Royval versus Manel Cup. Apex main event December 13th.
Bro, Manel's going to miss weight.
Dude is excessively huge.
Yeah, there is no fight booked, and then 2 days later, it's like, yeah, I'm at 105 pounds right now.
How much?
50 pounds by December.
I mean, physically, it's possible.
Yeah, but he's not going to do it.
I mean, it's one of those things where you have 35, and then it's like, cut,
Bro's missing weight.
You're going to move your mic. You were cutting all the way out on that.
Was I? But yeah, most of it be like, do like 30 pounds or so, and then, weight cut the rest. He'll be fine. He's got it.
Possible.
It's probable.
Anyway, Royval about to win. Like he's been supposed to for the past 2 bookings of this fight.
And also, to be fair to Cobb,
I don't know if they fight.
Be fair to Cobb,
they fight.
The first one was Royval having to pull out because of injury. The second one was because Cobb pulled out due to injury. Maybe it will.
Third one's going to be miss weight.
That'd be terrible. I really hope that we can just get this fight so then Manel Cop can lose and then just bounce him back in the division some more, and we don't gotta don't gotta stop hyping them up for no reason, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever ends up happening, I just want the fight to happen.
Yes.
Because it doesn't
Speaking
matter
of
what
flyweights,
happens.
though, Alex. Oh.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter even if he wins and he fights like Pantoja. Pantoja's just gonna beat him again.
Well, he won't fight Pantoja because he's gonna fight Joshua Van.
Well, no, because Van has other fights that he can fight before that. If he wins the title, he could fight Brandon Moreno right after that, and then you have Manel Kape fight Pantoja after he loses to Joshua Van.
We'll see. We'll see. But remaining in the flyweight division, UFC Qatar, November 22nd, we got a fight. Alex Perez is back taking on Sue Almabayev. Easily the least exciting fight that they could do in the top 10.
True, but this one for real is Perez gonna show up. Like, we got 2 back-to-back flyweights where it's like, are these fights happening, or are we about to end up with Brandon Royval versus Sue Almabayev? Like,
that's funny because that could end up happening.
I didn't even fucking. Oh my god, that's so what's happening, bro. That's so what's happening. And then they're just gonna book fucking Alex Perez and Manel Kape for like February of next year.
Could end up happening.
Bro, that's so possible. That's crazy.
I
mean, it's he might not.
Yeah. Might not.
These are 2 confirmed fights that are not confirmed. Take it as you will.
What end up happening is, no, Tim Elliott just broke his leg. No, I'm gonna say Perez pulls out, Tim steps in, but no, that can't happen.
We'll see how it all plays out. But that if that fight doesn't, should be a decent grappling affair at 125 pounds between those 2.
Yeah.
Very different from the fight that we'll get with Royval and Kape. But one fight at 155 pounds, UFC 321 Abu Dhabi, October 25th. Mateusz Rebecki, he is back taking on my boy Ludwig Klein.
That's a fun one.
Great fight.
Violent fight.
Violent. Again, 155, violence weight division.
Violent. Who's winning it?
Give me Rebecki.
Early prediction. You're taking Rebecki?
Both of them coming off of rough losses, you know? Obviously, Klein not like the same type of rough loss as Rebecki in a fucking fight of the night with Chris Duncan.
Yeah.
But he's been in 2 back-to-back violent ass fight of the nights.
Bro, the Diego one was violent. I know it wasn't fight of the night, but that was violent.
True, yeah. That getting finished like that in the last fucking 10 seconds of the very violent. Back to back to back. And this is not going to be any better.
No.
But the only difference this one versus the other ones is this is the fastest turnaround from all of his violent fights.
True.
Where I'm just like, damn, this could be rough for our boy Rebecki.
It could be, but also Ludwig will fight very smart sometimes too, and sometimes even if that does mean like being slightly boring, like if he's struggling in the feet at all, like I wouldn't be surprised if he like starts grabbing him up and like clinching him up on the cage and stuff. You know,
that's entirely possible. Yeah,
so
maybe not be as violent.
Maybe Rebecki doesn't too bad if he loses. You know, like not guaranteed stuff. You know.
Yeah.
But
he just knocks him out because of it. Then he's like, "Oh, you're not gonna go to war with me? I bet."
But I am excited for that one. I do hope it ends up we get like the best way that it could go. Ends up being a lot of fun, and just see who comes out on top in that one. Next one, head-to-head matchup. Me and Ginger, Yasmin Lucindo taking on Jillian Robertson, UFC Apex, December 13th as well.
Jillian by sub?
Probably, man. That's I know I
That's
got
live.
Yasmin on my draft, but there's no shot I'm taking her over fucking Jillian in that fight, honestly. It's Jillian's my girl, and it's just like she is just really putting everything together. I feel like the pressure is probably going to be too much. It's like Lucindo isn't that great on the feet. She'll go to the grappling, and there's no shot she's not getting subbed by Jillian.
No, yeah. It's like the Jillian she's just too good and just like unwilling to win a decision, bro. Like it's like she's got 13 wins in the UFC, 7 subs, 3 KOs. She got 3 decisions. She has lost 6 decisions in her career, 4 in the UFC. You know, it's like I just don't think that Yasmin's going to be good enough to keep her back. You know, she has been on such a good run and she is doing so good, looking so much better now that she's finally 30 years old and she's put it together after a 19 UFC fight. Well, I mean, I know it's been the last couple, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
30 years old with, this will be her fucking 20th UFC fight. It's like she has the experience. She has just, I think, like everything over Yasmin.
No, yeah, I definitely get it.
It also helps.
You're probably gonna win
that she's fighting at her true weight class. Because, you know, a lot of her fights before this were at 125.
That's true.
So.
Yeah, so she gonna go out there and absolutely dominate.
Hopefully.
More than likely. Let's go. Should be a fun one, though. Hopefully get a great performance from Jillian in that one. And then Felipe Lima taking on Daniel Marcos, UFC Qatar. The pretty rough fight for Daniel Marcos to take on Lima after just a real rough loss to Montel Jackson, losing his just getting shot out, or like just not getting his chance like into the rankings, just losing that. It's like, how you guys feeling about this one?
Right.
It's like Marcos has good striking and he has good pressure, which is what, like, you know, gives a lot of people issues. But it's like he has been slowly looking less and less impressive in his last few fights, where it's like John Castaneda, you know, it was just like, okay. Adrian Yanez, like, he arguably like lost the fight and then did lose against Montel Jackson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like with Felipe Lima, I know that he just lost to Peyton Talbot, but I don't know. I feel like he might be able to grab some takedowns and just like suppress that pressure that he has on him and just potentially be better.
Yeah,
like solid wins over Naimov and Miles Johns. Like, I just feel like he could be at that level, you know?
No, yeah. I kind of feel like that's what's going to end up happening. I wouldn't be surprised if just, more aggressive, being able to grab the takedowns and just, get it done over 15 minutes to get a decision over Marcos. I don't know if he's going to be able to go out there and finish him, but...
Right. But I could see him, getting that decision over him.
Yeah. Let's go. That is it. All of the meaningful fights that have been announced to talk about, all of the things to talk about for this episode of the podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed this one. Like and subscribe if you did. And we will catch you, hopefully, on an incredible review to this fucking piece of shit card. Let's go. Peace out, everyone.